Hey dreamers, this is Jade. Welcome back to my channel. It is time to get set up and ready for January in my mini bullet journal. So that's what I am doing here. I got my journal out and I'm going to first pencil out the calendar. And how I do this is usually I count two or three lines up from the bottom and then go from there. I will make a dot in the center and then from each part of the center I'll count five. So that dot and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the line, and then make a circle to mark that, and then count from there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this gives me even 5 by 5 squares, and it's usually just enough for me to fit a calendar easily and comfortably. And I can also do a little decoration around it as well. And so this is why I like to do things in pencil first for the most part. Even sometimes in pencil I mess up, but it's good because I usually catch myself before I start inking. But this time I started going and messed up, and I was easily able to catch myself and say, hey, this is wrong. You need to change it right here and redo the thing, because I usually typically like to do the calendar the way it's laid out and how it looks, instead of just one big square and then filling in the numbers that way. Anyway, so with that, with the pencil, I was able to catch my mistake because I was about to give more days at the bottom there. But instead, I fixed it, and then now I'm able to do the calendar as it looks. And so I do the outside shell first. I will outline the shell typically. Sometimes it just depends on what my mood is, and I will go in and do other stuff first. It doesn't matter. But typically, I will do the outside shell first just to give myself a starting point. And then I will go in and do all of the horizontal lines. And then next, I turn it over and we'll do all of the vertical lines. And that way we're done. And then also, I'm not having to flip the paper a million different times back and forth between vertical and horizontal and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, anyway, so I'm getting all my horizontal here, and then I will follow it up with the vertical lines. Now that the calendar is done, I want to go in and fill out the month and date and all that kind of stuff. I did write Sunday through Monday. I'm a Sunday start girl at the top, and I filled in the numbers. However, of course, I wasn't recording when I did all of that, so I had to catch myself and start recording again. And so here I'm just using my stencil to stencil out January. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know why I got so close to the edge of the page. I should have been down a little more, but it ends up looking fine. But I'm like, what are you doing? So yeah. Anyway, February, I will have to keep that in mind because that end almost goes off the page. It may have gone off the page, but in February, I'll just have to keep that in mind to go down a little. I don't know why I did it so far up. Anyway, shifting back, I'm using a little bit of washi tape. I found some cute little winter printables off of Etsy that I liked, and so I printed that out on my silhouette. I put the images in my silhouette and print and cut. And unfortunately, they didn't have it where it was just like a sticker sheet and it was already ready for you. It was where you had to download all of the images and just decide which ones you wanted to use. So that's what I did, and so it took a little longer than it typically would for me to get that all done, because it wasn't already formatted for me. But I love it. I love the colors in this. It is giving very wintry. It's giving me January vibes. So yeah, ready for that. And it's just cute and pretty. So I love I love the colors like that. Those blues and greens and purples, just chef's kiss. So yeah. Anyway, I ended up messing up that sticker because I was trying to get the sticker over the washi tape. But I had printed out two of the same image, so I just tore that one off and used that. I tried using my undo to get it off, which it was working, but I messed something up when I was peeling, so whatever. Anyway, I'm just glad I had an extra copy and I could just easily put that over there. And so I am filling in my January with this kind of light purple Tombow dual brush pen. And that will pretty much wrap up January. I think I do go in with that dual brush pen and write 2025, and now outline it with my uni pen just so it can pop off the page a little better, and you can see what year it is. I typically like to put the year under the month or beside it or whatever, wherever it fits the best when I'm doing this. So yeah, anyway, so that is the end of that. And then now I am going to pull the page over and put a, I feel like I'm just off. I'm off today. Anyway, and just do the page for my January watch list. And so I'm getting myself ready and set up with at least 3 spots for my shows and stuff that I will be watching in January. The other ones I will, of course, do once I get them completed or whatever. But I'm giving myself 3 spots to start with. I do believe When the Phone Rings will end up being my first show that I end up watching and finishing in January, because it's a show that's been running on Netflix for like the past month or so, and I've been watching. But it's one of those where it releases a couple shows every few days, and so yeah, I've been watching that. And then the last couple shows released early January, like maybe the 3rd and 4th or whatever. Excuse the barking if you can hear that. My pup niece is here and she is barking at something, and I have no idea what it is. But yeah, so that'll probably be it. And then I leave a page for my. Sorry, I've been interrupted twice, and I am a little pissed. Anyway, I leave a page for my what I God, see, I'm all over the place. I leave a page for what I listen to, and also the books I read, and then of course Mind Spill, and then my online orders, and then I set up for the next day. So yeah, that's it. I better go before I'm interrupted again. I hope you all have a great new year, and I will catch you in the new year. Bye.